the 6153, the values of that absolute good, that GPS, BBB, and then the result BBB, and then that bring about that focus attention, establish that focus attention, and then the output have to be the 5 channels. When it come out, it's always reinforcing the 1, reinforcing the 6, okay, and then it bounce back, 6, the 1, the 5, and then it produce the 3 fruits. The cell that look beyond itself, the cell that preserve right definition, and the cell that have the capacity or ability to give about solution in facing challenges that work at all levels. Work at the individual level, family, society, community, country, nation, here and the next. Animal kingdom, human kingdom, and green kingdom. The solution that you bring about in facing those challenges that necessitate you to come out with a solution. How do you bring that solution? When you bring that solution, the solution is not looking at benefit you and harm others. So the solution that you come out with, it bring about benefit at all levels and at all time, here and the next. So your calculation is not just here, because you are, journeying man, journeying woman, because that absolute reality, permanent state. So this abode is a place of preparing for your next final destination. So in a way, it's a great opportunity how to utilize everything what you have here for the next. So every moment you're leading your life is very fresh moment, okay, because you breathe in, you breathe out, okay. So breathe in, breathe out with that goodness, with the praise, that's sweet, okay. And then you talk about the primary circle and secondary circle, and then the 2 circles merge, become 1 circle, and then how that primary circle comprises khalaqa, and then how that secondary circle comprises sana, okay, man-made, manufacture, okay. So when you talk about man-made or manufacture, which means it's not something that they produces out of nothing, okay. They get it from resources of the earth, natural resources that is already there. If you look at the globe, you look down, all the man-made element is produces from what is already there. They make the brick, they take from the mountain. The glass and the iron, they take from the ground, produces. So anything sana'a, man-made, the secondary circle, that is connected with the primary circle that is already there. So the idea that to recognize the primary values before the secondary value that you produce. The education today educate people to understand the value that been produced by their own 2 hands. So once you do that, your value system been hijacked. That's what happened. You can't see the primary values. So the first primary value, it is connected towards that 6 and the 1. Either let it be the primary circle and secondary circle, the man-made. Even that man-made, you have to recognize the resources is from the primary. So all that really, these 2 circles become 1 circle, is reinforcement of that 6 and the 1. So the Risala, the message of prophethood, it is about to educate us, to make us understand, to recognize, to acknowledge that reality. And once you recognize that reality, so it answered the 5 great questions. Where does everything come from? Who owns everything? How do you know what you know? Where are you going? And then what you're supposed to do. That's related towards your journey, where you're going. So you do everything equal towards your journey. Because life is journey. فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Where are you going? So that's the 4th great question that everybody asks themselves. All the great thinkers and great philosophers, until now, they're still asking these 5 great questions. Where does everything come from? That's the first one. Then who owns everything? Ownership. Second. And the third is epistemology. Episteme. How do you know what you know? How do you know this is a table? This is a chair. Why you call them a chair? Why not you call table, it's you call chair? Who select that? How do you know what you know? Why you call that tree not called mountain? We can call it, we can gather the kids and educate them, that's a mountain. Educate them, they look, oh, it's a mountain. And sheep, that's a tree there, the big mountain is a tree. And they believe it. How do we know what we know? How do you know? Episteme. The science that studies science. What are the parameters? What are the definition? What are the truth? What are the ethic? What are the aesthetic values? So the science that, studies science for what they are. Knowledge, study knowledge. That's number 3. Okay, the 3 great questions, isn't it? Where does everything come from? Who owns everything? How do you know what you know? And then the 4th, فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Where are you going? فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Where are you going? Where are we going? Okay, so once you get that right, now, once you recognize your final destination, so now all your day-to-day activity, you want to make sure that you do what you do. It's all about preparing فَأَيْنَ تَذْهَبُونَ? Where are you going? In utilizing your thinking mind, your feeling self, your articulation action is all about anchoring, producing, all about preparing. Where are you going? It's just like if you're clear tomorrow you're traveling and you know that place where you can do what you need, what you does not need. So you're preparing for that journey. So life is journey. What is the proof of that? Well, before our date of birth, 9 months, 10 days, we in the tummy. And then from there, we shift here. And we know for a fact at the end, everyone's going to die. So you're going to shift another place. So that is a proof you are moving from one place to another place. So because that moving state in itself is a proof, life is journey. Journeying man and journeying woman. So if it is journey, so we want to be clear where we go. And the fact that the strongest part of ourselves, within ourselves, is that we have this strong yearn for permanency, for everlasting. The fact that we are so strong, inclining to loving of permanence. When you mention of death, okay, it shut down everything. This morning I was talking to one person saying that if your attachment is only with what the seen, that's what you consider value, at the old age, you're going to be a sad, sorrow person. Because when old age kick in, oh my God, you can have this, you can have that, but you are hitting that time of deterioration. You are crumbled little by little. I go pray as I see old man, he's coming up, you can see his face, and everyone look at him. And when he park his little bike, like 3 tires, for handicapped one, and when he want to reverse, make a lot of noise, man. The whole people in the mosque look out. Almost Allah is calling, look at me. You are inside the mosque and be happy, look. Bad. Oh my God. We're going to go there at some point. So now if you're not preparing the real sense of value, which is connect towards that, the revealing of that primary reality. Now that's important because that's what's going to motivate you. That's going to move and shift. If your motivation is based upon the unseen, then nothing will stop you.